What's up, guys? Oasis here. I want to talk to you today about Scouts. Scouts are a special class bot. We have Bombshell, Skrapnel, and Scavenger. And I'm not quite sure if Bombshell really qualifies, but basically Scouts are guys that have really low stats. They have at level 50, these 4-star guys will have around 5,000 health and do up around 200 damage. So a little bit more damage than your average tank and less health than just about everybody out there. But even though their health is low, they have quite a bit of survivability because scouts have the ability to dodge mortar fire and to dodge autocannon fire. So they're susceptible to beam lasers and laser turrets and shock towers, but they have a great ability to do these backflips and survive fairly well, even though they only have around 5,000 health. In addition to their ability to dodge fire, both Skrapnel and Scavenger have the ability, they have an EMP gun, so whatever gun they are fighting against, they have the ability to disable it. So they add quite a bit of survivability not only to themselves but to the rest of your team. So if you're only running one healer or no healers, these guys can sometimes add survivability just because they're taking their target offline while they're fighting them. Bombshell is the one that doesn't have this ability. His special, of course, allows you to take things over, but of the scouts, he is the weakest one. And I'm going to go ahead and run a battle here and drop Bombshell because I'm not even sure if he really qualifies because he lacks that ability. And so let's get in there with let's run a 2-scout team. This is a little not traditional, but let's just run a 2-scout team and let's get some air power here, Galvatron, and I'm going to go without a healer because we're just going to test here and see how these scouts perform. Going into Zone 11 battle because we're just testing this out. Okay, so scouts are really good at dealing with clusters, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop them down here. I'm going to try to spread them out so they both are taking offline different guns. As you can see, Skrapnel's taking that thing offline. I'm just going to drop his EMP bomb there and take all these things offline so none of my guys are going to take damage. As you see, Scavenger over to the right, he's not taking much damage either, and he's going to drop his special that just lights everything up, doing about 1100 damage. And you really just want to spam these guys' specials. They just kind of nullify everything on the field. And so even though this team doesn't have a healer, as you can see, it survives really well just because these scouts take everything offline. And so they're a great way to supplement your team. Really fun to use, even though their stats on the surface seem like they're pretty bad. You got to watch out for shock towers with your scouts. Other than that, they're real fun to use. Have a good one.